Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss one of the properties of the dielectric called electric susceptibility. Now, electric susceptibility is the electrical behavior of dielectric in presence of external electric field. Means how the dielectric will behave in external electric field, and that basically results in the polarization of the dielectric. So definitely the dielectric polarization depends on external electric field, and this term is a constant which describes the electrical behavior of the dielectric in the external electric field. Now, we know that polarization is directly proportional to electric field inside the dielectric if field is not very large. Means if field is not very large, then polarization inside the dielectric is directly proportional to the external electric field. Now we can write polarization P as epsilon naught times, this is chi into E, where this chi is a Greek letter and this chi is called the electrical susceptibility. Means how this dielectric is susceptible to the external electric field. Means what is the level and extent of the polarization. Now this epsilon naught is a term used to make this quantity, any chi, dimensionless, because this is a constant, and dielectrics having constant value of this electrical susceptibility are called linear dielectrics. They are called linear dielectrics, and we can write electrical susceptibility as P upon epsilon naught E. So from here we can also define electrical susceptibility as it is the ratio of dielectric polarization to the epsilon naught times the net electric field inside the dielectric. That is dielectric polarization. It is the ratio of dielectric polarization to the epsilon naught times the net electric field inside the dielectric. So this is a constant, and since there are two terms, that is dielectric constants and electrical susceptibility, both are defined by different formulas, but there must be a single relation to connect them, because both of them describes the electrical behavior of the dielectric in the electric field. Now we will find out that relation, that is what is the relation between dielectric constant K and electric susceptibility chi, by using the basic relation of electric field inside the dielectric. So this was about that is the electric susceptibility of the dielectric, which is defined as the ratio of dielectric polarization to epsilon naught times the electric field. Now the next is that is relation between electric susceptibility and dielectric constant. Next is that is relation between I am writing in terms of symbols, that is chi and k. Chi is electric susceptibility and k is dielectric constant. You know that electric field inside the dielectric is equal to E naught minus EP. E naught minus EP, where E naught is applied external field and EP is polarized field. And you know that EP means polarized field is equal to sigma P upon epsilon naught or P upon epsilon naught. Electric field inside the polarized charge divided by permittivity of the free space and this P upon epsilon naught. क्योंकि हम ये निकाल चुके हैं कि P is equal to sigma P means polarization is equal to surface charge density of polarized dielectric, and here the charge is polarized charge, not the charge on the plates of the capacitor. Now we can write this expression E is equal to E naught minus P upon epsilon naught, and just few minutes ago we have done, that is P is equal to epsilon naught time chi E. Put this value of P here, you can write E is equal to epsilon naught times epsilon naught chi E divided by epsilon naught. This cancels out. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now this expression becomes E is equal to E naught minus chi E. This is 3. Now divide this expression by E on left hand side and right hand side. That is E divided by E minus E naught divided by E minus X, that is chi E divided by E. So this becomes 1, again this becomes chi, so 1 is equal to E naught by E minus chi. And we know that E naught upon is which quantity? It is dielectric constant K. This is dielectric constant K. It is the ratio of, that is, electric field inside the air to the electric field inside the medium. So we can write 1 is equal to K minus chi, or K is equal to 1 plus chi. This is the relation between electric susceptibility and dielectric constant of the medium. So this was the last article as far as the theory is concerned. Now we will be taking the concept of few numericals in the chapter capacitance. Now, first of all, we should discuss the simpler numericals. And first numerical I am going to take is based on the capacitance of the capacitor when it is filled with dielectric. Now let us take question 1 as a capacitor because we have done this in terms of alphabets. This is 2 centimeter, this is 10 centimeter, means D is equal to 10 centimeter, T is equal to 2 centimeter, dielectric constant K is equal to 20, area of plates is 100 centimeter square, and potential difference of battery is 10 volt. Now you have to find first capacitance, first, second energy stored. Now you know that formula for the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor when it is partially filled with a dielectric of dielectric constant K. This is the basic formula. Now, you can put the values, but remember that keep all the values in SI system of units. Keep all the values in SI system of units because we are using the value of epsilon naught in SI system of unit. So, area should be in meter square, all the distances should be in meters. So, come to this point, that is C is equal to 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 into area. Area is given as 100 centimeter square, then it will become what? 100 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Now come to this length, that is distance between the plates, 2 into 10 into 10 to the power minus 2 minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 in one bracket plus T, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 upon K, that is 20. Now you have to solve this expression. यहाँ 10 to the power minus 2 कॉमन ले लीजिए तो क्या होगा 8 into 10 power minus 2, 8 into 10 power minus 2. Again, if you take 10 power minus 2 common, so this became 8 plus 1 by 10. This is 81 by 20 into 10 power minus 2. 20 ऊपर ले जाइए, 81 नीचे, minus 2 ऊपर ले जाइए. So you can solve this calculation. Now, let this capacitance is X farad. इसका कैलकुलेशन का रिजल्ट जो आएगा that is X farads. Now, if you have to find out energy stored in the capacitor, then U is equal to 1 by 2 CV square. That is U is equal to 1 by 2. C is X. We have taken C as X. V as 10 volt square. So this becomes U is equal to 50X. यानी जो यहाँ कैपेसिटेंस आएगा, this is the energy of the stored capacitor. Now, the second thing and the second concept which we are going to take is the second question of the capacitance is if there are two capacitors of capacities C1 and C2 and they are connected with 10 volt battery and the potential difference on this C2 is, that is V2 10 volt and total capacitance is, or we can say C1 is equal to 2 microfarad and C2 is equal to 10 microfarad. Capacitance of C1 and C2 are given. Now, delete this data because this is surplus of data in this question. Capacitance are given. You have to find out energy stored on each capacitor. And second, total charge supplied by cell. Now they are connected in series. It is given in the question. So total capacitance is what? 1 by C is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 10. And you can say LCM is 10. This is 5 plus 1 by 10. This is 6 by 10. And C is equal to 10 by 6 microfarads. This is total capacitance. Now total capacitance is given. And you have to find out charge supplied by the cell. That is Q is equal to C into V. C is 10 by 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 into V 10. This is coulombs. Or you can say this is 100 by 6 microcoulombs. 10 power minus 6 को हमने micro लिख दिया. This is charge supplied by the cell. Now if I want to calculate energy stored on each capacitor, then you can say that charge on each capacitor is same, and you can calculate U C1 is equal to 1 by 2 Q square by C1, क्योंकि चार्ज सेम है दोनों पे, and put the value of this charge, क्योंकि सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में जितना चार्ज सेल सप्लाई करता है उतना ही चार्ज सारे कैपेसिटर्स पर होता है. तो इस कैपेसिटर में यही चार्ज होगा और इस वाले कैपेसिटर पर भी यही चार्ज होगा. तो दोनों की एनर्जी निकालने के लिए ये वाला फार्मूला यूज कर सकते हैं, दैट इज 1 by 2 Q square by C1. Okay, so this is what in this condition we can solve this numerical. You can put the value of this charge as 1 by 2. This is 100 by 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 whole square upon C. C1. We are finding energy in 2 into 10 power minus 6. Similarly, you can find the potential energy of the capacitor C2 Q square by C2. Now put the value of Q, put the value of C2, you can find the total energy of the individual capacitors. And if you want to verify that total energy of individual capacitors is equal to energy supplied by the cell, then directly you can do it from the charge, the total capacitance and total charge. Okay, now let us come to the next question. There are two cases in capacitance and they are very important from CBSE point of view, and CBSE generally asks questions on this topic. That is, if there is a capacitor, it is charged by a battery of potential difference V, then there are two options. One, battery remains connected, another, battery is disconnected. Now, you have to keep certain things in mind depending upon whether battery remains connected or battery remains disconnected. Now, cell, first case, that is cell connected. If cell remains connected, then it means that the potential difference across the plates of the capacitor remains constant. PD across plates remains constant. If cell remains connected. और इसके बाद इसमें हम कोई चेंज करें, यानी क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं इसमें कि सपोज बैटरी इज कनेक्टेड across the plates of the capacitor and plate separation is increased. तो अब जो भी होगा, जो भी रिजल्ट आएगा, वो रिजल्ट इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए आएगा कि हम कैपेसिटर के अंदर कुछ भी करें पर उसके अक्रॉस पीडी हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहेगा क्योंकि सेल कनेक्टेड है। तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट हुआ। इफ सेल इज कनेक्टेड देन पीडी रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट थ्रू आउट द प्लेट्स ऑफ द कैपेसिटर। उसके बाद आप उसमें चाहे जो छेड़छाड़ करो। नाउ सेकेंड ऑप्शन, सेल disconnected. In this case, charge on the plates of the capacitor remains constant. हर अल्टरनेट ईयर में सीबीएसई में ये क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। हर अल्टरनेट ईयर में यू कैन सी द क्वेश्चन पेपर। सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड लर्न दैट व्हाट हैपेंस इफ द सेल इज कनेक्टेड एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इफ द सेल इज डिस्कनेक्टेड। नाउ वी विल राइट अ क्वेश्चन, देन अंडर द बोथ द केसेस, दैट इज इफ सेल रिमेन्स कनेक्टेड and if cell remains disconnected, then you can see the difference between them. So let us write the question on the first, that is when cell remains connected, and I will write the question, then we will solve. Now in the questions of this type, that is when battery remains connected, then you know that we have written potential difference remains constant. So we just write initial and final parameters. Initial and final parameters. Initial charge Q naught, voltage V naught, electric field E naught, capacitance C naught and energy U naught. हमने सारे फैक्टर्स लिख दिए। ये इनिशियल वाले कंपोनेंट्स हैं। फाइनल वाले में फाइनल चार्ज Q, फाइनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस V, फाइनल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड E, फाइनल कैपेसिटेंस C एंड फाइनल एनर्जी U। ये हमने इनिशियल और फाइनल कर दिए। और क्वेश्चन क्या है? क्वेश्चन इज, आई एम जस्ट dictating the question. If you want to write, you can write it. If there is a capacitor of plate area A, separation between the plates is D, and it is completely filled with a dielectric of dielectric constant K, and battery remains connected, then what are the changes which are going to be in the charge stored, potential difference, electric field, capacitance and energy. So taking first thing, we know that PD remains constant if cell remains connected. So what will happen? V is equal to V naught, means final potential difference will be equal to initial potential difference. This is equation 1. Now charge we can write, next is we can write C. C is equal to what? K times C naught. Means when a capacitor is filled with a dielectric of dielectric constant K, then its capacitance increases K times. तो ये पता लग गया कि C क्या होगा? K times C naught. Now if capacitance has increased and potential difference is constant, then certainly it is going to affect charge. That is Q is equal to C into V, यानी फाइनल कैपेसिटेंस इंटू पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, V फाइनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस। और हम जानते हैं कि फाइनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस किसके इक्वल है, इनिशियल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस से, और ये इक्वल है K टाइम्स C नॉट इंटू V नॉट। दिस इज थर्ड, और वी कैन से Q इज इक्वल टू K टाइम्स C नॉट एंड V नॉट, और वी कैन से K टाइम्स Q नॉट। यानी चार्ज इंक्रीज कर जाएगा कितना, बिकॉज Q नॉट इज व्हाट, Q नॉट इज इक्वल टू C नॉट V नॉट, इनिशियल क्वांटिटी C नॉट। अब चार्ज इंक्रीज कर गया K टाइम्स। नाउ वी हैव डन चार्ज, potential difference, capacitance. Now what about the electric field? The electric field E is equal to what? V by D. Now if V is equal to V naught in the given situation, V naught by D दिया है यहाँ पे, अब इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, E is equal to E naught, क्योंकि E naught की वैल्यू क्या होगी, V naught by D. So electric field remains constant. So E is equal to E naught. This is fifth. तो ये भी आ गया. Only potential energy is remaining. Now what happens? That is U is equal to 1 by 2 C V square. फाइनल कैपेसिटेंस लिया, फाइनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस लिया. अब वी नो दैट फाइनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज इनिशियल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एंड C is equal to what? K times C naught. So we can write 1 by 2 K times C naught V naught square, or we can say U is equal to K times 1 by 2 C naught V naught square. और ये किसके इक्वल है, U naught के. Then this is equal to U is equal to K times U naught. So this is expression 6. So potential energy has increased to K times. So this was the case when battery remains connected or cell remains connected and we have just inserted a dielectric. अब dielectric insert किया है तो ये आया. अगर हम इसी क्वेश्चन में ये कहते कि हमने एयर ही रहने दिया और हमने प्लेट सेपरेशन को बढ़ा दिया है, यानी D को इंक्रीज कर दिया, तो क्या क्या पैरामीटर चेंज होते. आप स्टार्ट इसी तरह से करेंगे. पहले आप इनिशियल क्वांटिटीज लेंगे, फाइनल क्वांटिटीज लेंगे, और पहले इनिशियल क्वांटिटी में जो बेसिक रिलेशन है वो लिख लेंगे. बेसिक रिलेशन का मतलब क्या हुआ, जैसे हमने लिखा C नॉट V नॉट किसके बराबर है, Q नॉट के. E नॉट इज इक्वल टू V नॉट बाई D, एक हो गया. तीसरा हम लिख सकते हैं U नॉट इज इक्वल टू 1 बाई 2 C नॉट V नॉट स्क्वायर. तो ये E नॉट, U नॉट और C नॉट, Q नॉट, ये तीनों इनिशियल क्वांटिटीज होंगे जिन एक्सप्रेशंस का यूज हमने किया है. नाउ लेट अस कम फॉर द सेम क्वेश्चन when battery remains disconnected after charging, and we have learned that when battery is disconnected after charging the capacitor and it is filled completely with the dielectric constant K, then what are the changes which are going to happen? Question is same, but only situation is now the battery is disconnected. और पहले केस में क्या था, बैटरी कनेक्ट थी. बैटरी जब हमने डिस्कनेक्ट कर दिया तो सर्किट डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई. जब सर्किट डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई तो जितना चार्ज था कैपेसिटर प्लेट्स पे, वो चार्ज फ्लो करने की कहीं जगह ही नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई चार्ज रिमेंस कांस्टेंट. जब सर्किट कंप्लीट होगी तभी तो चार्ज फ्लो करेगा. So let us write second question. Now in this question, here this charge is initial charge, this is initial potential difference, this is initial electric field, this is initial capacitance, this is initial energy, this is final charge, this is final potential difference, this is initial final electric field, this is final capacitance, and this is final potential energy. These are the meaning of the symbols. And you know that battery is disconnected. It is disconnected. It means charge remains constant. Charge remains constant. Charge remains constant because when battery is disconnected, then it means that charging source is disconnected and there is a discontinuity in the circuit now. So charge doesn't have any route to flow. That's why charge on the capacitor plates remains constant. Now we can write the initial quantities relationship. Q naught is equal to C naught into V naught. This is 1. E naught is equal to V naught by D second, and U naught is equal to 1 by 2 C naught of V naught is square. This is it. So this is relation among initial quantities of the capacitor. Now if this capacitor is completely filled with a dielectric constant K, then what are changes which are going to happen? We have written those quantities in terms of Q, V, E, C and U. Now, in initial energy is this one. We know that Q is equal to Q naught. This is 4 because this is, that is, charge remains constant. Q is equal to Q naught. Now, what happens to electric field? Electric field, E is equal to V by D. Electric field E is equal to V by D, and which can be written as E naught by K. That is from the relation between electric field inside the dielectric and electric field inside the air. This is dielectric constant, or we can say that is E is equal to E naught by K. This is fifth equation. So electric field has reduced now and it has become 1 by K times. This has become 1 by K times the initial electric field. Now come to potential difference, that is V is equal to E into D, or V is equal to E naught by K into D, and E naught into D is what? V naught, that is V naught by K. This is 6. It means this potential difference has now decreased by a factor 1 by K. So this can be written, that is, we have obtained Q, V, E, and now come to C. C is equal to what? Q by V, and Q is equal to what? Q naught. V is equal to V naught by K, and this can be written as K goes into numerator, and Q naught by V naught is equal to what? From this expression, Q naught divided by V naught is C naught, that is K times C naught. This is expression second. Means capacitance increases K times when it is filled with dielectric or dielectric constant K. Now one part is remaining, that is energy. Let us solve here. Energy, U is equal to 1 by 2 CV square. This C is final capacitance, this V is final potential difference. Now we know that 1 by 2. C is equal to K times C naught into V is V naught by K whole square, or you can say 1 by 2 K C naught V naught square by K square. So this K cancels out. We can say that 1 by K in bracket 1 by 2 C V naught square. And what is this quantity? U naught. So you can say that this becomes U naught by K. This is expression 8. Now you can see and you can just compare all the results. दोनों क्वेश्चंस सेम हैं, एक में बैटरी कनेक्टेड है और एक में बैटरी डिसकनेक्टेड है. नाउ यू हैव सीन द डिफरेंस. उसमें क्या हो रहा था, एनर्जी बढ़ रही थी k टाइम्स, और इसमें क्या हुआ, एनर्जी रिड्यूस हो रहा था. उसमें क्या था, जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस था वो सेम था, और इसमें क्या हुआ, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस रिड्यूस हो गया. उसमें चार्ज सेम थे इनिशियल और फाइनल, इसमें क्या हो गया, चार्ज पहले वाले केस में चार्ज इंक्रीज किया था, यानी जब बैटरी कनेक्टेड थी तो चार्ज k टाइम्स इंक्रीज किया था, और अब चार्ज सेम है. अब जो टोटल एनर्जी है, टोटल एनर्जी क्या था, वहां k टाइम्स यू नॉट आया और यहां यू नॉट बाई के आया, यानी 1 बाई के फैक्टर से रिड्यूस हो गई एनर्जी. और जो सेम रहा वो कैपेसिटेंस का रिलेशन सेम रहा, यानी दोनों केसेस में क्या हुआ, कैपेसिटेंस सेम फैक्टर से बढ़ा. सो दीज आर टू बेसिक टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल्स व्हिच आर आस्क्ड इन सीबीएसई एंड यू मस्ट लर्न द कंसेप्ट, क्योंकि अल्टरनेट ईयर पे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जा रहा है. और इसमें जैसे मैंने ये किया कि मैंने डायलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट ऐड कर दिया, उसने डायलेक्ट्रिक ऐड ना करके उसका सेपरेशन बढ़ा दिया या सेपरेशन कम कर दिया. तो जो चेंजेस हो रहे हैं उसे आपको लिखना होगा. नाउ यू विल सर्च फॉर दोज क्वेश्चंस. सो दीज वेर फ्यू टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस which I discussed in this lecture, and I think that you will search for more number of questions in this chapter and then you will solve. And if you find any difficulty in solving those questions, then directly send those questions on WhatsApp. I will solve those questions and upload the solution on WhatsApp. That you can do either by posting in that group, or you can send me individually from your individual numbers. So all the best, thanks, and have a good day. This chapter is completed, and now I will provide assignment for this chapter.